Hi, comic friends. I'm Travis, and it's New Comic Book Day. Yay! Or at least New Comic Book Day for me. Comics Forum, August 28th, 2019. Another big week for me. It's now looks like it's kind of broken up that way, and that I get 2 weeks of for me, normal person comics, and then 2 weeks of a crushing amount of comics. So 20 books this week, it looks like. Quick glance, looks like one book maybe ending, and a whole bunch more that I just started. So we'll see where all that takes me here as we talk comics. Get myself lined up here. Top of the pile, Batgirl, issue number 38. Who or what is the new Oracle? I am curious about that. What this AI is of some sort, what clearly has its own body, that got released, I think, in the last issue. I like this cast of creators, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what new with Batgirl. I am enjoying Batgirl, but I'm also like, it's one of those books that's kind of a mediocre book, and so I have to continue as I keep getting more and more books, and I have a finite amount of time to read. What do I want to pick up and what don't I want to pick up? Doesn't that logo look like the old Batgirl logo or the Batman logo from the New 52? Interesting. Anyway, so I'll be checking that out. Always playing in my head whether or not that's something I'm going to continue with. There's characters in it I like this new group of 3 villains, Fox, Vulture, and Shark are interesting, so we'll see. Issue number 11 of Books of Magic. Continue to enjoy this. Continue with our new group of creators. Well, not the whole group. I mean, Kat Howard and Tom Flower and Jordan Boyd all continue to be the same. And I guess it's a permanent now that Brian Chirilla is on to do the finishes on the art, the inking, basically. Yeah, continue to enjoy Books of Magic. It's retreading some ground, but treading some new ground too. So, all for that. I believe this is my last issue of Detective Comics. This is issue number 1010. I believe this is doesn't say it is, but I think this is the You're the Villain cover. Well, it's the Dark Gifts cover, just like the one for like the Batgirl one and the other. I got another one in here that has that on it too. So, Deadshots. We'll be curious. I'll kind of read it. Like I said, I've dropped this book. I just found out I've been enjoying Tomasi's Detective Comics, which still continues to surprise me to this day. I'll get back on Detective Comics when somebody else is doing it. Give it a shot and see what it's like. Issue number 8 of Freedom Fighters. I continue to think this is fun. Punching Nazis and all that kind of good stuff. I like some of these characters, some of the revamped versions. Yeah, maybe not as much as the original Freedom Fighters, the original characters from Earth X, where the Nazis won World War II. But I am looking forward to checking out what this is, issue 8 of 12. I know the Black Condor is going to go into Detroit, which is where they house all the African-American slaves. So see how that plays out. House of X, issue number 3, I believe. Yes, 3 of 6, halfway point. I am 2 issues behind on the whole X stuff, the House of X and Powers of X. I do like Hickman, so we'll see. Still not enough to sell me on buying anything afterwards, though. So, Justice League Dark, another one of the Year of the Villain covers. Under the Spell of Circe. So I enjoy Justice League Dark quite a bit. So I'll be checking that out. Issue 8 of Martian Manhunter. Looking forward to this just because now we're finally getting into the detective part of it, which is the part that I enjoy more. Less interested in the whole Mars thing, but now I think we've settled most of the Mars stuff. So we've got this guy who's banished from Mars quite some time ago, going to seek his revenge against Martian Manhunter. So See, issue 6 of Spider-Man Life Story, issue 6. This is the 2010 era Spider-Man. I think I missed 5, and I don't care. I've not enjoyed this very much at all. I'm not a Mark Begley art fan. I was hoping for something different than what this book produced, and haven't enjoyed it. So there you go. Chances are I'm not even going to read that unless I really run out of things to read, which hasn't happened yet. So issue 3 of Test from Vault Comics. I really like this comic. I love the exploration of some of the concepts we're talking about. Self-exploration and body enhancement and modification and what it means to be on the cutting edge of experimental technology and that sort of thing. It is a book that I plan to talk about. This is one of the books I'm going to cut hopefully this weekend, a long weekend. Hopefully I will cut another video. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about Coffin Bound and Thumbs. And I think there's possibly 1 or 2 other books I want to talk about. This is definitely one of the ones I want to talk about. Just something different that's out there that I've been enjoying. So looking forward to checking that out and reading that. A new book, Tommy Gun Wizards, issue number 1, written by Christian Ward, who we all know as a wonderful artist, does lots of cosmic stuff lots of times, brilliant colors and everything. I really enjoy his work. But he is writing here, and Sami Kawa is doing the art on it. So I'm assuming it is magic set in the 1920s. Don't know, I'm going to check it out because I'm always curious to see artists who do lots of great artwork, clearly read lots of scripts, so they're exposed to the great work. Can they do great work themselves? So we're checking that out. Dr. Mirage, issue number 1. This is a mini series. I think it's 5 issues. I'm checking it out because I like all of the creators on the book, basically. Magdalene Vizgallo, Nick Robles, who I believe is the artist for Euthanauts, which was amazing art book. Jody Belair on colors. So yeah, look forward to checking it out, seeing how we deal with ghosts and someone who sees spirits. Valiant Comics. Well, right on. Issue number 2 of Resonant. Really liked issue 1. I was really intrigued by it. So I'm curious to see what more. Love the way the book looks. I like the coloring in it. The hues that are in it. I also, I was really interested in the first issue. It's kind of this post-apocalyptic, some thing like washes over stuff like a hurricane, kind of a deal. They use these bugs, these cricket bugs, these creakers, makes the noise, warns you before the actual whatever this thing is that hits. And then you can kind of mentally prepare yourself for it, and you can resist it. And some people didn't resist it, so we'll see what happens to this family of kids who are kind of left by themselves, or their dad is off adventuring to get some medicine for the youngest son. So he is dealing stuff with on the road. That's all kinds of chaos and whatnot, and the kids are dealing with the problem at home because it looks like the oldest sister here on the cover fails to resist whatever this is. So don't know what happens next. Issue 12 of Bone Parish, the final issue of this run of books. It has been fun. Really curious to see what happens here about this kind of like local crime family in New Orleans that has created this drug made from the ashes of the dead. You ingest it and you kind of experience parts of their lives or their assets or their experiences and that sort of thing. So it's been really interesting. The crime bosses from New York have come down to try and buy them out. The cartels have come from the South to try and push them out. We'll see what happens. A book I got here. This is another new book. This is the Necromancers Map, issue number 1. This is from Vault Comics, even though it doesn't look like it's from Vault Comics because normally there's something on there. And for some reason, I just ordered issue 1, and I didn't order any other issues. So I'm probably clearly not going to keep in the book unless I read this issue and it like blows my mind. I'll end up just getting this one because I'm going to have to hunt them down because the way I pre-order 2 or 3 months in advance, and I've already missed the other ones. But anyway, the back of this, it says, Bethany, the necromancer with a heart of gold, and Elser, her prone to brawling companion, are off to find the Covenant, a sanctuary for Bethany's otherwise reviled magic. Unfortunately, their map makes no sense. Seeking the help of a young wizard named Jonas, whose knowledge may unravel the map's secrets, Bethany and Eslar discover a mysterious illness plaguing the Foggard Temple, home to the ancient order of mages. Doubly unfortunate, Bethany and Eslar are not on the best of terms following the recent violent encounter at Boulder's Envy. Necromancers Map, a song for the dead tale. I don't know. Feels like it's something that I should have already know something about. Pretty sure this is Vault. I can smell it. Yep, Vault comics smell strange for whatever reason. I don't know why. Don't know what's part of the printing process or who they have do it. Anyway, so it's a fantasy book. Ooh, wraparound cover. So we know how that'll play with me. So we'll see if I really enjoy that first issue or not. And then I guess I'll hunt down stuff if I need to. Anyway, another new number 1. This is from IDW. This is Mountainhead. John Lees, Ryan Lee, Doug Gabark, and Sean Lee. A lot of Lees. I don't know if they're all related or not. It looks like a kid possibly, swinging a crowbar, has a ski mask on with some holes in it, so tufts of hair popping out. I think this is a horror comic, but I don't know. Cover by Ryan Lee. I don't know the specifics, to tell you the truth, of exactly what this book is about. So we'll see. I'm kind of flipping through some of the art here, get a sense of what's going on in that. I have no idea. It's got people barfing a whole bunch though. So we'll see. I know it's a short series, like 3 or 4 issues, I want to say. But here lately, there's the cover for issue number 2. But here lately, some of these books, well, Boom Studios has been doing it more. So if a book sells really popular, they change the number of issues that are coming out. Anyway, maybe I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you on what the heck that is or isn't. A book I did pick up, a Marvel book. It is Monsters. So, and this is written by Colin Bunn, and I'm just checking out for the monster story. Magnificent Monsters, drawn by Matchless Marvel Mastros. Ooh, look at all the alliteration. $5 book. I don't know. Maybe it's going to be some fun. We'll see. Book I'm definitely looking forward to. Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man issue number 4. Look at that. Crossword puzzle. Bugs. Nothing. Ice Cream Man. Image. So crossword puzzle. 1 down. The thing that will eat you. Slowly at first. Bugs. Okay. 3 down. The title of this here comic book series periodical. Okay. Yeah, Ice Cream Man. Number 6. The name of our esteemed publisher or a representation of a thing. Image. Yeah. So 2 across. What everything means. Their answer is nothing, of course. Number 4 is W. Maxwell Blank, a writer tolerated by some. Okay, that one's not filled in. And number 5 is Blank O'Harian, colorist and expert of mood lighting. So we nearly need his name. And Martin Blank, artist and illustrator extraordinaire. So obviously the creators are the rest of the people in the book. Anyway, love Ice Cream Man. Love it. So looking forward to checking it out as always. Great. I don't know. Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, Night Gallery-esque sort of a book. Issue 2 of Knights Templar, whereas issue 1 was okay. Looking forward to checking out issue number 2 to see if it... There's a little bit of mystery in here between these people and the time hop between clearly the Templar era and modern time. See how that all plays out. So I'm going to give it one more issue of ordering before I decide exactly what I want to do with it. One of the helpful people in this book maybe is not. So this guy who's hunting down some arch nemesis across time may not be, he might be a patsy and does not realize it. So I am kind of interested in that. So looking forward to, to that. Another number one, this is another Vault comic, so it's going to have those fun smells to it. This is Maul. And it's written by Morrissey. He has done a number of books that I really enjoy quite a bit. Wasted Space. Roche Limit. I just like, he has a philosophical thought to what he's doing, and I like how he puts that in the book. There's a lot of thought into why do we exist? Why are things the way they are? Likes to explore stuff, and I immensely appreciate that in the writing style. Doberman, Hart Young, and Duke and Campbell are the other people who are credited on this. I do not know. Don't know who which of those people are on what duties. So it's written by Michael Orsi and Gary Doberman, and it is drawn by Zach Hartung, colored by Addison Duke. And it has that Vault smell to it. So here it is in the back of it, the back blurb. I have to admit, I do appreciate the fact that Vault puts like a on the back of it, like you would on a the dust cover or jacket of a book. And it says here in the heartland of the USA, the world has ended. But worry not, because the mall still stands. And within the walls of this consumeristic mecca lies a new world order. Box store tribes and name brand gangs all vying for a limited space and resources. So, actually, you can worry, especially for poor Andre Reed, who after the assassination of a tribal leader has to navigate the Mad Haven to prove his innocence and prevent the end of the world. Again, this is life. In this here life, there's only one exit. Maul. So, looks fun. Look forward to checking it out. Yeah. Good stuff. Let's see here. And then finally, this time around is Black Manor. Colin Bunn, Brian Hurt, and Tyler Cook. Bunn and Hurt on writing duties, Cook on art. I like these creators. I have to tell you, though, right off the top of my head, I cannot remember issue 1. This is issue 2. I can't remember what happened in the prior issue. I mean, I remember these images, looking at some of the art inside, but I don't remember what was going on. That's horrible, huh? That may be just because I'm really tired these days, or it didn't leave that much of an impression on me. One of the two. I like these guys, though, so I guess we'll find out. Looks like standard Tyler Cook art there, so we'll check it out and see what is what from Dark Horse Comics. And that is it. And like I said, hopefully this weekend I will churn out a video that's not just what my poll list is. Give some thoughts on some other books and some other ideas. Anyway, have a great one, everybody.